All right, welcome back, everybody. We're getting ready to do turn two and maybe a few more of Attack the Farmhouse, playing combat. Um, and as I said before, we're going to try to put the orders on. Then I will record and show you what all I've done. Right now, the wrap on where we're at. The serious threat is this sniper right here. And this guy is kind of concerning. He is alert. This guy over here, I'm not as concerned about. He's not really good with the rifle, and he's unprepared right now. So we got really two, rounds, not rounds, impulses before he'll become alerted. Maybe if he sees something here, and then he can get an order here. So he's really not going to be able to do much of anything till maybe 3 or 4. So, but once the shooting starts, the shit will hit the fan. These guys will all become alerted, and that's going to make things a little bit different. So, and the shooting's about ready to start because we're going to cut loose on this guy and hope to cut him down. So, without further ado, I'm going to still try to get A up in close with him and get him taken care of, and then we can concentrate on this farmhouse. It's going to be hard to do much of anything until we get him cleared out, and this wide open space here is going to be problematic. Trying to get this guy's going to be problematic. This guy's got this all covered, so that's going to be problematic. If there's a guy there, you just don't know. And crossing this, we've got crossfires here. I'm sure these guys will end up moving somewhere. We do have crossfires coming in here to keep this going. We'd be able to lay some fire down on these guys, but right now they're going to concentrate on him. And the same with these guys. So hopefully we can start doing some kind of a pincer movement and get this center knocked down so we can move on the buildings. 12 turns. Let's see what we can do. I will be back with orders. All right, we've got the orders. We've actually gotten up to where the enemy orders are drawn. We've done the initiative track, getting ready to start the action phase. So first off, we'll go over the initiative track. Yeah, I pulled my best initiative out for Abel and Charlie, and Yellow won the day with, pardon me, a 1. Fortunately, he's alert, so he drew an order, and he's in cover, and he drew a hide. So the special rule on him, or for this scenario, is that I'll draw it up real quick and read it out. I say real quick, but that's a lie. All right. Any alerted enemy character in a building hexes 2204, 2205, or 2709 automatically receives an aimed fire order. They receive this order every turn until their morale is no longer normal. From then on, they receive an order as usual. Everybody else is subject to the orders. He drew a hide. That's going to benefit us because he would have gone first and could have started cutting loose. So that means no shots will be fired until after 3 of my units have opened up. So everybody's going to get a chance to whap into this guy before he gets a chance to retaliate. The problem is a lot of these guys are going to be alerted and during this turn because the rounds are going to start firing and the noise is going to open up. So we will see where we go. As far as moving, I'm going to try to evade with him and get him. I know it's ballsy, but we're going to try to get right here. We don't have time, and he's got the submachine gun. This guy I'm going to try to run and gun down here, and then open up on the farmhouse. This guy is going to run and gun, and the only way I can do it is either come through here or come around here. So I think we're going to come around here, so he can wind up here and fire. He's going to be able to open up on the farmhouse with the SMG. That's going to be tough. My main concern with him is to keep him from getting the flank right here, and maybe he can cut loose on this guy from there. I don't know if that'll work or not. That's just my musings. Yes, we could actually see there that barely misses the hedgerow. Oh boy, we got to get close on that. I think that's shadow. Yes, that's shadow, so we're good. We barely missed that hedgerow right there. So if I can get him in there, we get a chance to spot this guy, who also in turn gets a chance to spot me. He's not alerted yet, so he has no orders. These guys, I'm going to aim fire him. Again, we're going to put a serious amount of rounds down range on him. So he's going to open up with an M1. He's going to open up with a BAR. Him, I'm going to try to sprint over to this tree area. And again, that'll cut me loose into here and put fire on the farmhouse. So that's my thinking. This guy's going to start firing on him. I think he can see him past them rocks. If not, I wasted a command. Yeah, we can see easily. He is going to run and gun. Run will get him there, gun there, run there, gun there. And that'll put him in the rocks. So with 2 shots on this guy. Put him close range. Well, these guys are putting some covering fire down. All 3 of these guys are all aimed fire. So yeah, the shit's about to hit the fan. And I will get back in here and see how the results went when we're done the action. Alright, I had to jump back in. We're not quite through Impulse 2 yet, but my firing has started, and so I'll go over things briefly. We have not touched any of these guys down here yet, and Baker's not gone yet. Abel has gone, and so has Yellow, but all Yellow did was hide. Now the shots are fired. These guys all became alerted. He is now alert, and that move is not there yet. He'll get that at the end of this turn. He's alerted, and he's alerted. Didn't quite reach him. But the big thing was this guy fired, rolled a 0. So he goes up to 2. Bold. And he hit with a light wound. So automatically he goes into duck back. And I guess I should use a German duck back, not an American duck back. And so he ducks back. So he no longer is a threat to fire at us this turn. And we have a light wound on him, which is going to subtract his morale and his firing. Plus, he rolled a 5 on his WMC, which, with the wound, equals his morale. So he drops 1 level. So that's going to affect his firing even more. So with this crossfire, we're already starting to reap dividends. The bad thing is in my convoluted thinking, I was hoping these guys would get a run on their second because they didn't see anybody, but they did. They saw him. So running, shooting a submachine gun, and running, shooting a BMR, both of those missed wildly. He's going to be able to make it here, and I will dump him into here. It's not going to affect my plans too much, but it's got me a little out of whack. But hey, that's combat. So I figured I'd jump back in, and I'm all excited about this right here. That was my major fear, and that's starting to be alleviated a little bit, especially with him coming up. He's going to be able to run and gun right here, which is not going to amount to anything. But once I get him in here, that's a different story. Maybe even toss a grenade that way. So anyway, I'll go back to playing the impulses, and we'll come back after the action unless something really heats up again, and then I'll jump back in. Alright, back again, and we're still in Impulse 2, still working our way through Charlie Company, but we just got this doozy off yet another 0 coming from Private Kowalski. He managed to hit Soldat Moeller, our sniper, with a bad wound, and that brought his morale all the way to 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and at the time it was -1, or not 1, down to 2, and I rolled a 5, which is still up here, and that makes him go down to rout. So this guy is effectively out of the action. It's not a KIA, but it's pretty bad. So that's kind of exciting. We still have these guys yet to go. Hopefully they can, well, I know he can't, so he's going to end up eating his order. Well, he can still fire on him. The other guy, I think I'm going to switch fire over to our guy hiding over here. So that's it. I just figured I'd make that little doozy and get back at it. Back to combat. Alright, welcome back. End of turn, at turn 2. We have successfully gotten Able Company over to here. 2 of them still have not been seen. Believe that or not. This guy turned out to be a dummy, so we're in the clear up to the trees here. He is activated and moving. All these guys got activated at the end of turn. These guys got activated and in turn activated these guys. And I went with the ripple effect because they were then alerted and it's the end of the turn. They're within 3 hexes of them. So I just went with the ripple effect. As long as everybody was in 3 hexes of each other, they became alerted. So they are alerted, and we've taken to putting the waiting markers on everybody it's not. So these guys still are clueless, taking a nap, sleeping off a hangover, whatever. The big thing is old Private Johnson with the BAR put the kill on our sniper, and we also put a bad wound, and he failed the morale check on this guy. So my 2 threats on my right flank, 2 immediate threats on my right flank have been resolved. So now I've just got this guy, which is no slouch, coming to my left. And this guy, he's kind of a slacker, but still, in the building, he's going to be tough to handle. Now we've got to settle into a firefight here. So now I've got to bring the rest of A over. And I've got to watch these guys, because now they're going to start getting orders. They'll probably sneak into the hedges and then duck back. And so that's where we are at the end of turn 2. And that's probably all the turn I'm going to get done tonight. But really an exciting one. Oh yeah, you can see all the 0 hits I rolled. I don't know who the hell's dice I got. Usually I have a whole lot of these low ammo. But, I mean, come on. I fired a submachine gun twice. And I got no low ammo on him. All these frickin' 0s. We got extra morale now. That's a good thing, especially on the right flank. So now I've got to come up with, do I continue laying down fire, which I probably will with him, but I think I may just want to start moving these guys up because these threats are mostly eliminated. We haven't spotted him yet. Maybe I'll move a couple of them. I'll get the medic over to here. He's going to hold tight, and I'll put probably an aimed fire on him for anybody coming into here. Same here. All these guys are going to be doing aimed fire. These 2, the way things are looking, I think I'm going to push for the farmhouse and hope that we can get this guy out of, because right now I can get to him. He fucked up by moving there. So we're going to get him in here. That'll be I may just try to sneak into there. He's not going to be able to fire unless I run and gun anyway. I don't have anybody really close anymore, so I don't have to worry about grenade orders. But that's my plan. Try to get him into these woods now. With this SMG, I just don't like running gunning with them. So I'm thinking of maybe evading in. Or it's not invading and sneaking in, rather, not firing. And then set him up for the other time and let these two do the dirty work. He can start taking care of these guys or watch for them. In fact, actually, I think he can see them. So a fire will not be wasted. Nope, barely touching the hedge. I'll still put a fire on him because these guys are going to start moving. And if they move into the hedgerows, I want them. These guys are basically wasting shots down here. I'd like to get one more guy, particularly BAR up here. We got him coming up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he could do it. He could run and gun, and maybe we'll just go with a straight move over to here. Evade. Let him stay where he is. Fire, fire, fire. 2 moves and a fire there. Get the medic up into the trees. Maybe try and get these guys to sprint down in these rocks because the immediate threat here's gone. Then we can get up into these trees and start wreaking havoc. Something like that. That's what I'm thinking. We'll see where we go. Thanks for joining me. That was turn 2 of combat, and that's all I'm going to get done today. So thanks for joining me all. Bye now.